Hey, welcome to this free presentation on how to make millions of dollars with SEO, even if you're brand new to this, all right? And this doesn't involve running yourself into the ground for years, doing affiliate marketing, only at the end to realize you're not even making enough money to survive, all right? So like I did many years ago, okay? So I want to show you how it's possible to make actual millions doing this stuff, and I want to tell you all about it for free, all right? So let's jump on the computer and start this presentation, okay?
All right, guys, so I'm gonna share with you the simple formula to get $1 million client for free in 2 hours. All right, does that sound ridiculously crazy, right? Did I get your curiosity with that? All right, so I'll tell you all about that in a little bit. That was a campaign I ran just testing something new a little while ago, and that worked amazingly well. I got a really high value client in the real estate space, and closed a partnership that's gonna be worth millions of dollars. And I did all of that in just 2 hours. And again, I wasn't even serious about it. Okay, I just did it half joking because I was just testing something new. I wasn't really doing a campaign hardcore. But first, let me tell you who am I and why should you listen to me. All right, so first of all, that's me on the corner there, holding an equivalent to $30,000 in bills. All right, so I'm just playing around there, and things haven't been like that all the time, right? So my name is Marcus. I'm 23 years old, and I've been doing internet marketing since 2006. So that's about what, 9 years. And man, let me tell you, it wasn't all sunshine and rainbows when I got started. So when I first got into the online world and trying to figure out how to make money on this thing, on this computer thing, the first thing I encountered was a lot of scams, so everywhere I turned, it was people trying to scam you, either doing something for free or, just doing something completely ridiculous that's never going to get you paid, right? And you get a lot of advice, bad advice, right? And you get a lot of people trying to sell you on all kinds of just useless stuff, right? And what happens is you just get too much information, right? So it's information overload since day one, and you really have no idea where to get started, right? So the first thing I picked, because doing all this CPA stuff and all this affiliate stuff, then we could just very easily turn into these local clients, and help them in a major way, because they have no idea the kinds of optimizations we had to run on the CPA and on the affiliate business, right? So we had to learn a lot of stuff, right, to convert traffic better, to get more traffic, all of that stuff. And these businesses, they just have no idea about that. So it's very easy for us to do one or two things right, and that are completely new to that marketplace, and just double or triple these clients' businesses very, very quickly. So here's an example, right, of what I'm talking about. As you can see, that's a $5,000 PayPal payment there, and that's just for 1 month of work for a client. Okay, so as you can see, if you were doing affiliate marketing, it would take you so much time and so much, you had to make so many sales to make $5,000 a month, right? But when you're doing local SEO and you're just helping out these local clients, it's a lot easier, because maybe you help them do an extra 3 or 4 sales a month, and that's gonna mean tens of thousands of dollars to them, all right? So you just have to pick your clients very carefully and choose the people you can actually work with, right? So there's a testimonial there that I took off of Skype from one of my clients, and that client alone, we got them $500,000. Look at that, $500,000 in 30 days, all right? And basically that's 10 times their monthly revenue before we had started working with them. Okay. So as soon as I launched a campaign, an SEO campaign for them, this took about a month and a half, 2 months. Then immediately they start seeing these huge numbers, right? So leads just start flooding in, and they close all kinds of businesses. So this particular client was very picky in the people he would do business with. So he would really take only like really high-end clients, So we got him. I'm not really sure how many jobs that month, maybe 4 jobs, and that meant an extra $500,000 in sales. All right, so that's just ridiculous stuff. And man, I'm showing you this not to brag, but like here's some of the stuff I get to do with all this money, right? So I get to help people every day in their business, right? Generate more clients, generate more sales, more money for them, and therefore helping more people, right? And as a result of helping everybody, right, we get paid a ton of money, and we get to just enjoy the world, just go on trips, visit new places, just have really cool experiences, right? And this wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for the internet, and if it wasn't for our ability to be really selective in the kind of people we work with and get to help. So we really have a big problem, and I say we as a general sense of the community, right? The big problem every entrepreneur, online entrepreneur is getting is how to get business owners with already established businesses to contact you and make them already ready to hire your services without nickel and diming you, basically, right? Because we don't want like bad clients. We don't want people that are just wasting your time and nickel and diming you, trying to get your fees lower and just not paying you what you deserve, all right? The whole point of this is to only work with the clients you want, to people that you identify with, right? So that the whole business relationship is just effortless, right? And you just enjoy the work you're doing and the people you're working with, and the money just comes a lot easier, and it's basically just a byproduct of having fun and helping people. Entrepreneurs now more than ever need an automated entrepreneurs now more than ever need an automated and systematic way to track new leads into their sales funnels, right? And free is the keyword when you're getting started, right? So you have no money for advertising, right? So what the hell are you gonna do if you just want to make $1 million under 2 hours, all right? So basically, let me show you this campaign that I did basically just for fun, and allowed me to get one huge client, right? A huge partnership in under 2 hours, right? And let me tell you, you can do the exact same thing in about 15-20 minutes, okay? All right, so this is my Instagram, all right? I mean, look at this. There's nothing fancy about this. Please don't look at my Instagram as a reference to any of this that I'm talking about, okay? Because my Instagram is not great. It's basically just me sharing my life and sharing some of the things I think are cool, okay? So by no means use this as a reference of a good Instagram for business or lifestyle or whatever, okay? But here's exactly what you do, okay? You go on to this website, top-hashtags.com, all right? And you type in the business you want to be in, right? So in my case, I wanted to attract some real estate clients, all right? So then we just copy those hashtags and put it in some of our pictures on Instagram, right? And then what happens is people start liking, right? People start liking your pictures, and even you have the ability to search on Instagram for these hashtags, right? So we also search on Instagram for these tags, and we put likes on their pictures to create some engagement. And every once in a while we're gonna come across profiles like this guy, right? So he clearly states is in the real estate development business, okay? And so what I did immediately was I commented on one of his pictures, and I asked him, hey Julian, do you want me to show you how your number one competitor is stealing business away from you? Oh, and by the way, is your website ranking number one on Google for, in this case, because he's in Miami Beach, is your website ranking for real estate Miami Beach, or buy a house in Miami Beach, right? Immediately replies to me, and it tells me, no, my website is not ranking, but yes, I'm extremely interested in talking, right? And he didn't give me any more details, right? So he didn't tell me how to get in touch with him, but here's what we do anyways. So I found his website, and as you can see over there on the top, there's little icons. So I get to see his personal Instagram, his Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, all of that stuff, right? So what I do is, before I even get a reply on Instagram from him, I'm on his Twitter, I'm on his Facebook, I'm everywhere, and I'm dropping the same kind of comment, not the exact same comment, right? I'm not saying, hey, do you want to see what's, the number one way your top competitor is stealing business away from you, by the way, are you ranking, right? So I'm not saying exactly the same thing, but I'm using the same idea and engaging him in different places, right? So basically he's gonna end up seeing all of this, and he's gonna know I'm serious, right? Also on his website, I see his personal email, and I send him an email, okay? And on this email, I'm a little bit more detailed in the offer of my services. All right, so in about an hour and a half, I get a reply from him on his Gmail, right? And basically, he just wants to talk, right? He gives me his personal cell number. I call him, and 30 minutes later, we close a deal where basically I'm getting a percentage of every sale I get him. Okay, how crazy is that, right? So the whole process takes about 2 hours, right? And I have a deal with this guy. Next thing I do is, in about 20 minutes, I put together this little blog, right? And I try and rank him for, just some keyword, just to prove him that I can actually do this stuff, and that I'm not just talking out of my ass here, So we go ahead and we get him ranked for top realtors Miami Beach, right? And right now we're on the second page for that, right? We're bouncing around from page 1 to page 3 a little bit, but we got the rankings. So here's the thing, here's the stats. This guy sells on average $1 million to $20 million houses. All right, we're talking $20 million houses, right? So the potential commissions on this is anywhere from $60,000 on the low end all the way up to $1,200,000, right? And this is per house, right? So if I help him sell one of these houses, right, I'm gonna end up making on the low end, my cut would be around 20,000. Okay, so man, just imagine how easy and how profitable this all gets for you as soon as we put a full complete marketing strategy to help him sell some of these houses. We're talking about $1 million plus deal a year right here, okay? And this is all easy money basically, because we're just generating the leads, right? We're just generating the traffic, then we're sending it to him, and he's doing the hard work, right? He's doing the closing, he's doing the selling, right? He's doing all of the unpleasant stuff. We just do our work basically once, you know, get him ranked, maintain the rankings, and start, you know, pushing into more keywords, right? Try and get more traffic, and that's it. So how many clients like that do you really need? How many $1 million a year clients do you really need? You know, it comes down to how greedy are you, man? You know, how much money do you want to make? Do you want a $10 million yacht, or you just want to, you know, be free and enjoy life, and, you know, basically have zero stress and travel the world and just do whatever the hell you want whenever you want to? You know, how many clients do you need for your ideal lifestyle? To me, let me tell you, it's not many, right? It doesn't take a whole lot of clients like this. And here's the thing, this was just one test campaign to get clients, right? I have dozens of tricks in my bag, you know, to attract these high value clients to your local consulting business, right? And this was just the beginning, right? We're just really scratching the surface with this Instagram stuff. And as you can see, it's really powerful. And I only did it for a very brief period of time. And in 2 hours, I got a bite and I closed the deal in 2 hours, right? So you can go ahead, you know, after watching this video, and you can do the exact same thing that I just showed you, right? You have no excuses, right? You don't need a website to show the offer. You don't need business cards. You don't need to be in the same city your client is, right? I'm in Portugal, right? And I'm closing clients all around the world. You know, I got clients in America. I got clients in Brazil, in all over Europe, Australia, you know, so it's crazy. I got them all over the place, right? You don't need to be in the same geographic place as your clients. You can do the work from anywhere, okay? So really, you have no excuses. I just showed you something that works, and you can apply it right now. So I dare you to go out there and try and do exactly what you just saw here, right? Do it for a week, all right? So I did it for about, you know, 10 minutes, and the whole process took 2 hours to close a client. So, you know, let's just assume this doesn't work as well, you know, for whatever reason, because we always tend to think that for other people things work, but it doesn't really work for us, right? So I just dare you to do it for an entire week. There's just no way you don't close a client if you do it for 1 week. If you go on Instagram, do this exact same strategy, talk to people, talk to multiple clients, you know, you will close a client. There's absolutely no doubt, all right? Now, here's the thing. If you like this video, just wait around for part 2, you know, where I'm going to share with you how to structure a mafia offer that they just can't refuse. All right. This is all about instant client closing tactics. All right. So once you get them on the phone, once you get them replying to your emails, boom, you apply this kind of stuff and they're closed. All right. They're ready to give you money, just like my man Julian here with the real estate business. All right. So again, if you like this video, just click on the button below that says next page and register for the training. All right. I had a blast doing this video for you, and I hope to see you on the next one.